I'm Sarah Fergani with KINS 5 News Now. A bus stop on the west side turned into a crime scene when a man defending his wife from other bus passengers ended up hurting someone. This took place around midnight on Culebra. Police say an argument broke out inside the bus between two men and a husband and wife. They say when they got off the bus, one of the men punched the wife. The husband cut the guy on the arm and hand, then continued to use his cane as he defended his wife. Police say they detained everyone for questioning and are still investigating to see who will face charges. A disturbing find last night after some local property owners discovered human remains. The Bexar County Sheriff says the body had been there for a while, and while he assumes it's a man, he said it's too early to tell. The property owners were cutting brush Tuesday night near Highway 90 at Pugh Road in southwest Bexar County when they came across the remains. The sheriff says the person could have died more than a year ago. He said they will be cross-referencing it with any missing persons case or cold case in our area. The medical examiner is also working to identify it. A new helicopter will take flight honoring a murdered SAPD detective. It is a department tradition honoring those killed in the line of duty. Detective Benjamin Marconi, you may remember he was shot and killed outside public safety headquarters in 2016. Now his legacy will fly high above the city he served for 27 years. This is a look at SAPD's newest Eagle, which is part of their helicopter unit. It will also bear the initials of the fallen detective and the last 3 digits of his badge number on the tail. We're told this is the unit's way of honoring the lives of SAPD officers who fall in the line of duty. Now, the husband of the missing realtor and mom is hit with 2 new charges as he sits in jail. His bond now totaling $3 million. Investigators say Brad Simpson begged his business partner James Cotter to hide his AK-47 following his wife's disappearance. Now both men are facing tampering with evidence charges. Brad is also facing a prohibited weapon charge. This is just the latest in the case of missing Suzanne Simpson. Since October 10th, Brad Simpson has been in jail accused of assaulting his wife Suzanne before she disappeared. A new arrest warrant details the new charges, saying Brad texted Cotter on October 8th, 2 days after his wife went missing. Brad said, quote, "If you're in Bandera, can you meet me at your house? I don't have much time." He also texted him, "Make sure you leave all that stuff in the pump house, especially that gun." When the Texas Rangers later questioned Cotter if he had a gun belonging to Brad, they say he told them he did not. Documents allege Cotter hid Brad's illegal machine gun behind his bedroom wall, and a search dog found it on Monday. Cotter's bail was set at $500,000. After 3 months on the run, police have now arrested the 17-year-old woman accused of murdering a Sonic employee on the Northwest Side. Adia Robertson was taken into custody in Dallas on Tuesday by members of the North Texas Fugitive Task Force. Last month, she was put on the state's top 10 most wanted fugitives list. Robertson is accused of shooting and killing the Sonic manager in July at the restaurant on Babcock and Hebner after reportedly trying to buy food with counterfeit cash. She'll be brought back to San Antonio to face charges. An Uber Eats driver is arrested after a deadly hit and run. Now one survivor is speaking out. Over the weekend, 2 neighbors were hit by a car on New Massa's Road in the city of Sandy Oaks. 62-year-old grandmother Angel Southwell was killed in the crash. Her longtime friend Michelle Washington was injured, and she shared their final moments.
But by the time we heard and seen it, that's how fast they came. So now I just feel like that's what I want to do for Angel.
Deputies say Uber Eats driver 21-year-old Kiana Pena was arrested after tips came in. The former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch is facing charges related to sex trafficking. Mike Jeffries and 2 other associates were arrested on Tuesday. The federal indictment alleges they ran a sex trafficking scheme between 2008 and 2015. They were accused of recruiting men who wanted to become models, then giving them drugs, alcohol, and Viagra at parties. Jeffries and a second defendant are set to make initial appearances at a Florida federal court. Presidential candidates are keen in on the battleground states during the early voting period. Right now, former President Trump is dealing with backlash about remarks he allegedly made about the cost to bury murdered Army Private Vanessa Guillen. The Atlantic magazine reported that Trump made some racist remarks in the Oval Office 4 years ago after learning the burial would cost $60,000. Guillen, the daughter of Mexican immigrants, was killed by a fellow soldier at Fort Hood, which has since been renamed Fort Cavazos. Guillen's family says her death is being exploited for politics. The Trump campaign has called the report completely false. And that is KINS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Fergani.